We know who we are, and we know whose we are. For those of us who believe, we must be bold in our faith right now. When you gather in public spaces, pray thankfully over your food. Even when the server gives you the stink eye or tells the manager that your peaceful grace is triggering them. Had it happen to me. I've been asked to leave a restaurant for openly bowing my head in prayer hands. In America. It's all good. They don't deserve my money anyway.
Come on, bro. Come on. I got the look from my cousin all the time when I was lying my ass off. So Harris Faulkner apparently, as was exposed on her monologue last night, that we need to pray despite the fact that restaurants will kick you out for praying hands in your grace. If you say Jesus in Jesus' name, oh man, they will persecute you on the spot. Happened to me. But that's okay. Why are we talking about it then? When did it happen? Where did it happen? How did it happen? What exactly were you saying? Were you praying loudly out loud? What was going on? Was it that they saw a Christian praying in a restaurant and went, yo, this isn't America anymore. We're looking to persecute Christians. Did you watch Fox News? Well, they're portraying it to their followers because they'll eat this up like the same stuff they ate up when Tucker was around. But I'm not sure if they trust Harris the same way that they trusted Tucker. So maybe she has to recalibrate the things that she said. First, Waz, though, are you buying it? Maybe I'm the bad guy. I have no proof that it didn't happen. I just don't think it happened.
I mean, you mean the kind of person who thinks that there were dinosaurs in Jesus's time might be lying about getting kicked out for prayer? No, I'm not surprised by this. And no, I don't believe her. This is a majority Christian nation. Most people in America are Christian. And by the way, when you're doing your bow head, they don't even know what kind of prayer you're doing. They assume you praying to white baby Jesus, okay? And so, like, this idea that prayer is not banned anywhere. Like officially anyway, like a kid will not be stopped from praying nowhere. No adult will pray. It's like in an official capacity at school, or maybe at your job. They're not gonna be like, hey guys, let's say a Hail Mary or the Our Father right now for my Catholics out there. That won't happen at your job, but nobody's gonna cry or get you fired if you do one of those. Like, this is crazy. You don't get kicked out of restaurants for being at your own table and praying. This is just a lie. And by the way, somebody like her, these bougie restaurants they be going to, they barely want to talk to people. They so afraid of the clientele. You know what I mean? Because listen, you ain't gotta be white to be a Karen now. I'm sure that lady is a big Karen when she goes out to eat. And so they probably don't even want to talk to her anyway, Jayar, but they're not gonna kick her out for doing the sign of the cross now. Come on.
It's why I'm trying to figure out exactly what it was that she's talking about, because I'm not sure if this factored into the story that the producers potentially wrote for her here. But you know who else prays? Muslims. So just bowing your head in prayer isn't necessarily it's so exclusive to Christianity. Many religions pray, but for some reason Christians think, yo, I'm the only person who prays. I'm the only one who has a connection to God. I'm the only person who thinks there is a God because I'm Christian, without any clue or acknowledgement of other religions. So what if they thought you were engaging in Muslim prayer and you rolled out your rug and you faced it east? I think that's correct. I'm sorry, I'm not up on Islam either. But if that's what you were doing,
I'm not up on any of it.
I have a pretty good idea that people like that follow people like Harris Faulkner would go, get that Muslim out of here. They're praying for death right now. They're about to bomb the place. I've heard of those things be said. So which one has some kind of a religious discrimination here? Not sure.
It's silly, and I'm like, what kind of restaurant would kick you out for Christian prayer? And I was thinking it had to be some type of Mediterranean, right? Like it'd have to be Middle Eastern of some kind, either Israeli, because obviously they're Jewish, or maybe an Iranian restaurant, perhaps a Lebanese restaurant. But there's like Christians in Iran and Lebanon. I don't know what type of restaurant it would have to be that was banning this stuff, Jayar. I'm struggling to come up with who would do this.
My last thought here, I know we gotta go, you guys, but with television shows like this, producers and writers put everything together. If you notice, sometimes when someone fills in on these types of shows, they end up saying the exact same types of things with the same tone and words. It happened with Around the Horn. I used to watch Around the Horn all the time when I was in college. And whenever Wilbon wasn't, not Around the Horn, the other one, PTI.
Kornheiser?
Yeah, and whenever Wilbon wasn't on or Kornheiser wasn't on, and then someone else came and filled their spot, they said the exact same thing, the exact same way he would say it. Not saying that they don't do their work, but there's writers, there's producers, there's a standard for a show. Harris Faulkner's filling in on the show that has a vacant host right now, so she has to be more like him. She has her own show. I don't know if she says this on there, but you have to be crazy and over the top and angry and lie your ass off if you're on Fox News tonight, more than you would on any other show, I guess.